All right, Shalom, his brother Zakaria from the Israelite Report podcast. Want to say all praises due to Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. Peace and blessings to all the brothers spread across the four corners of the earth, pushing the truth and sincerity. There's a lot going on in the news. A lot of you have heard by now, of course. By the time you hear this recording, there was this shooting in Buffalo, New York. 10 people killed, 3 injured in the mass shooting at a supermarket. It says officials say 10 people were killed and 3 more were injured Saturday afternoon in a shooting at a supermarket in Buffalo. The suspect, identified as 18-year-old Peyton S. Gendron of Conklin, was taken into custody and has been arraigned on one account of murder. He was remanded without bail. All right. Say he's a white male, and the FBI is investigating the shooting as a hate crime and radically motivated violent extremism. So you're going to see a lot of that. And I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I think you're going to see a lot of false flags, because I understand that Esau's trying to get things popping now. The devil coming down with great wrath. He's got a short time. He's trying to get things popping. He's trying to get this thing rolling. And he don't have time for faking the funk, so to speak, less of a better term. He's really trying to get this thing moving, and I keep hitting on that. And my main thing is, the hopeful elect, we're speaking to them that they can see the times that we're in, so they can get an understanding as to just what the hell is going on, man. These are the times that we're living in. This is not the time to think that things are going to go back to normal and you can go back to regular old life. What is regular old life? Life was hell already, but it's going to get turned up even more. And that's what I'm trying to bring out. That's what I'm trying to say. In short, this is another article just to show you how wicked this place is. This is the Gateway Pundit. New Calvin Klein ad features pregnant man. A new Calvin Klein ad features a pregnant man. Calvin Klein featured a pregnant man to celebrate Mother's Day. Now, we know that Mother's Day more than likely goes back to the Queen of Heaven and worship of Isis and all of that. All the pagan religious, demonic, Queen of Heaven worship and all that. But even with that being said, they're gonna push a man to get pregnant to celebrate Mother's Day. So the man is the new mother. See what you women did? You can't even have Mother's Day no more. So anyways, it says here, what's it? It says today, in support of women and Mother's Day all over the world, we're spotlighting the realities of new families, Calvin Klein wrote on Instagram. You can't get more demonic than that. You can't get more demonic than that. And the people celebrate this shit. They celebrate this shit. That's crazy. But, a lot of you women, you push for this. You wanted to side with these sodomites. And here you go. They're taking over. They're taking over your little world, your little space that you did have. So anyway, this is craziness, man. Says here, Calvin Klein received backlash over his T-gender pregnant man ad campaign So they removed all intolerant commentary. So that shows you that they're going to do what they're going to do regardless, whether they don't care what people feel about it. They're just going to do what they're going to do. They're going to push forward with their agenda. Like I said, he got but a short time. And they're speeding things up. So they don't have time to sit and worry and think about what you think or care about what you think or what you feel. Okay? When you're in a dire strait, when you're in an emergency, you don't have time to make sure your clothes look nice, that your gear is right. If the house is on fire, you got to get out. You don't have time for that. You know what I mean? You don't have time to make sure you look a certain way. You got to get the hell out the house. Esau knows that he's got a short time, and he's trying to push as much of his demonic nature onto as many people as he possibly can. Like I said before, if this devil doesn't go down, the whole earth would be destroyed, man. But not in righteousness. Right? See, when the Most High destroys this place, it's going to be in righteousness. It's going to be a new heaven, new earth, a new kingdom of heaven. All right? It will be set up and established. So this is demonic, man. All the way demonic. How do you get more demonic than this? Mother's Day, as I said before, is nothing but, in their world, Mother's Day is nothing but the worship of Isis. It's nothing but a worship of the Queen of Heaven. But then on top of that, as if that wasn't bad enough, they had to go and get a man to be the mother. I mean, damn, the symbolism of Mother's Day, the symbol of Mother's Day is now a big grown-ass man with a big belly. Talking about he pregnant. And y'all want this kingdom to continue? I pray every day I wake up and it's like, Lord, please. in this madness. You remember back in the day when you used to be able to tune out of the BS? You used to be able to watch TV, watch a football game, watch basketball game, watch a stupid ass TV show, whatever, and you can kind of zone out. Well, now they've put all of this foolishness and this folly in the commercials of the football games, in the commercials for the TV shows, and in the TV shows, like Modern Family. You went from Married with Children. This guy, Ed O'Neill, used to be Al Bundy. He went from that, Married with Children, which was all about, really, it was about him being a middle-aged man that had kids that bugged the shit out of him and a wife that annoyed the hell out of him. And he was into women, Al Bundy chased women. He would go to the titty bar, he'd go to the strip club, whatever. He went from that to being in Modern Family with these moles. You can't even watch that. These moles are kissing all over each other, and they spent more time on that because, they would show the different families in Modern Family. They would spend more time on the two men than the actual male-female family structure. They wanted to make sure they highlighted that. Why? Why? Because they want to push that agenda over. Look, man, this devil has got to go one way or another. All you brothers that are on the fence, now time to wake up out of sleep. It's time, man. It's time. Get your ass up off the fence. Stop pretending like you got something else to look forward to. Stop thinking that you got something to look back towards, like Lot's wife. Don't be Lot's wife looking back, man. There ain't nothing to look back to. That's what the point of what I'm trying to say is there's nothing to look back to. That this place is done already. It's already done. It's already finished. Only thing we're waiting for is the complete destruction and our deliverance, man. That's what we're waiting on. I want to get the scripture here. Some would say oldie but goodie. This is 2 Timothy 3:1, of course. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. All right? In the last days, perilous times shall come. And you can tell me we not in the last days. And I hear people say, oh, y'all brothers been saying it's going to end forever. Look, man, you ain't never seen a time like this. Nobody's ever seen a time like this. You've never seen this before. When has there ever been a time where men were talking about they're pregnant? They're having periods. The president of the United States is sending out crack pipes, smoke kits, mass shootings, wars popping out all over the place. You got this mess with Russia and Ukraine. Then you also got China talking about starting something up with Taiwan. All of this is happening right now, man. You have open discussions about nuclear war out in the open. Remember back when there used to be a no-no? Like, look, we'll have a conflict. We'll try to resolve things. We'll try to bring peace. You know how they used to pretend like they were bringing peace to the other nations, peace in the Middle East. No, now they're just flat out saying, look, we're gonna nuke. You know what I'm saying? They're using the N-word. And I'm not talking about nigga. I'm talking about nuke. They're flat out saying it. Russia threatening to shoot off hypersonic missiles that they're saying can reach the U.S. in 30 minutes. Man, this know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers. Man, incontent, fierce, despisers of those that are good. And that is, you want to talk about a scripture that connects with me. That's what I see. I've noticed that people hate the good and love the wicked. Do you want to know? I'm gonna be honest with you. You know what really got me into this truth? Like what hooked me? Because there was a lot of things, the history and the breakdowns and finding out who I am and my lineage and all of that. But you know what hooked me? Was that little piece right there, that little part. Right here in the 3rd verse where it says, despisers of those that are good. I noticed that some years ago when I first came into the knowledge of this truth. People hate good. People put down good and uplift evil and wickedness. That's my hook. That was my hook, man. Now, of course, it was the power and the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. But what I'm saying is that has always stuck out to me. To this day, the thing that I hate the most is how people love and embrace wickedness and they put down good. You know? They put down the men of the Lord. They hate knowledge. My people are suffering for lack of knowledge. Let me see. 4th verse says here, traitors, heady, high-minded, the proud as hell. Most High hates the proud look. Lovers of pleasures more than lovers of the Most High. They pretend like the Most High don't exist. Now, it used to be a thing Esau would kick, but now you got Jake pushing that too. Having a form of godliness. That's your wacky-tacky pork chop preacher. I can't stand. That's another thing I hate. I can't stand these. And they always push, they always push this in my YouTube feed. I'll be wanting to punch the phone every time I see the little Sunday service live stream. I'll be wanting to punch the damn phone, man. I hate that shit. Having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof. From such turn away. For this sort are they which creep into houses and lead captive silly women laden with sins, led away with divers lusts. I used to be one of those men. Creeping. Man, I remember I used to creep up in them, crazy, silly-ass women, man. I did all kinds of stupid shit. And I was in the military, too. I did all kinds of stupid shit. Bro, I could write a book. People wouldn't even believe it. I did some stupid shit with some stupid, silly women. Barakatah Yahweh, praised Most High power, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. I was able to come out of that, man. Damn. His grace and his mercy, man. I'm telling you. Ever learning and never able to come to the knowledge of the truth. And some people just reprobate. The spirit ain't working with them. They're not going to get it anyway. Because ultimately, this is the Most High's movie. He's going to, he chose the ending from the beginning. The elect are the elect. The 2/3 are the 2/3. It's that simple. Ever learning and never able to come to the knowledge of the truth. I think I'll jump down here. Yea, it says here, this is the 12th verse. Yea, and all that will live godly in Yahweh Shai shall suffer persecution. We're going to have to deal with that, man. I get falsely accused. People lie on me. Something happened. The first thing they do is look at me. And the wicked nigga that actually did it, nobody looks at them. They skate away. And that goes back to the 3rd verse where it says, despisers of those that are good. All right? That links up with that. It says, yea, and all that will live godly in Yahweh Shai shall suffer persecution. There's nothing you can do about that, man. That's going to come with it. Man, you got to carry your cross. You got to meditate on the Lord, man. That's it, man. That's our only hope, our only salvation. It says, but evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. And they're continuing to do that. But the Lord said the deceived are his anyway. The deceiver and the deceived are his. All right. So the Most High put it on the spirit, or the Most High put the spirit on the deceiver to deceive and the deceived to be deceived. Right? Because this is his movie. This is his movie. He chose the ending from the beginning. He requires that which is past. You did some wicked shit in your past life. You come back in a reincarnation, the Most High judge your ass, man. Including myself. We're all subject to that judgment. None of us are going to escape, man. Say if I'm not mistaken, I can't remember exactly how it go, but he judges, he serve up judgment. I believe it said the 3rd and 4th generation, right? Up to the 3rd and 4th generation. When you come back in a reincarnation, and people got problem with that, when you come back in a reincarnation, guess what? Most High's on your ass. You're going to get judgment. So anyway, it says, but continue thou in the things that which thou hast learned and has been assured of, knowing of whom thou has learned them, and that from a child that has known the Holy Scriptures, which are able to make thee wise unto salvation through faith, which is in Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. And that's basically what it boils down to. You know, the Most High has chosen you from the beginning. All right. So if you're in this truth, you're in this truth because the Most High chose you. Point blank, period. That's all there is to it. Shalom. It's Brother Zakaria from the Israelite Report podcast, IsraeliteTimes.com. I want to say all praises due to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Peace and blessings to the brothers spread across the four corners of the earth, pushing the truth and sincerity. A little bit of news here. This guy, Bill Gates, has now been linked to this new baby milk, baby formula, I guess you can call it, bio milk. All right. And apparently this bio milk, I guess the board has Jeff Bezos and what's his other guy? Jeff Bezos and Mark Zuckerberg, Bill Gates, they're all linked to this bio milk. Now, I bring this out because, as you know, there's supposedly a baby formula shortage. It's pissing a lot of people off, pissing off a lot of these moms, you know. And, of course, a lot of them don't want to breastfeed. That's a whole nother topic. But, you know, just for the sake of bringing this out, you know, it's funny. It's not funny, but this guy, Bill Gates, is always linked to every crisis. You know, if you notice, if you pay attention, every crisis, Bill Gates is somehow linked. You know, even with the farmland, you know, he bought up all his farmland in 2021. And now you have this food shortage, you know, because your president, Joe Biden, said that the food shortage is real. It's going to be real, and it's coming, right? It's coming in the very near future. At least that's what they're saying. You never know with these people, man. They play a lot of games. So anyway, Bill Gates is linked to this bio milk, which what he claims, or what they claim on their website, it says nutrition of breast milk practically formula. Now, who in the hell would trust this guy? Why in the hell would you trust this guy? You know? Never trust thine enemy. Never trust thy enemy, man. This guy's always linked to every crisis. Not just him, but, you know, we know that all of the elites are always involved. But it's just amazing that, and this, oh, by the way, before I go on, this was brought out by this guy, what's his name? Stu Peters. And he had this guest on from this publication called The Natural Fowl. What's this guy's name? Patrick Howley brought this out, okay? So that's where I got it from. So anyways, these people create these crises, like Rahm Emanuel once said, never let a good crisis go to waste. All right? Never let a good crisis go to waste. They have taken crafty counsel. And you know who they're really targeting. You know who they're targeting. That's not to say that they're not going to target their own people with these chemicals, because they are. They don't care about them either. The lower level Edomites, they don't care about them either. But their ultimate goal is to destroy children of Israel. All right? And the whole world is suffering because this demon, the physical manifestation of Satan, Esau, is in control. He's in rulership. So the whole world is mourning. The whole world is suffering, man. Proverbs 29 and 1. You already knew I was going here. Everyone knew I was going here. But I'm going to pull it out anyway. Proverbs 29 and 1. He that being often reproved hardeneth his neck shall suddenly be destroyed, and that without remedy. Second verse, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. The people are in mourning, The whole world is going to rejoice when this devil is finally brought down. That's why brothers are constantly praying, Lord, how much longer? How much longer? How much longer do we have to bear this, man? How much longer? We're at a point, now where we just want this damn place to end. We don't care nothing about any of this crap that's going on, man. This place is dead. And the wicked have become more wicked. That's the thing. They've become even more wicked. It used to be a time when they would hide. But if you notice, they're not hiding anymore. They're basically telling you what their plans are. They'll tell you, yeah, food shortage is coming. Food crisis, supply chain issues are coming. Yeah, we're orchestrating this. We're orchestrating that. Yeah, there's going to be a new pandemic. Yeah, there's going to be this flu and that flu. And yeah, we're creating this new war. Because that's how proud this devil has gotten. All right? That's how proud he has gotten. He's gotten to the point now where he's not hiding. They feel like they are God. The elites feel like they are God. All right? So listen, man, I say all the time, you want to be rich and famous and all this, man, that means nothing, man. With the destruction that's coming, rich and famous ain't going to save you. All right? Matter of fact, let me get Psalms 37 and 1. Kind of off topic, but it's on topic at the same time. It says here, a psalm of David, fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity. All right? Because they're not just poisoning regular, everyday Joe Schmo U.S. citizen. They're poisoning the water, the land, everything. And even these so-called rich and famous people that are walking around like they're all high and mighty, they're drinking that shit too. They're eating that shit too. GMOs, they got to breathe the same air, with the chemtrails and everything else. They don't care about them either. If this devil continues, they would destroy the whole entire planet. That's why they must be brought down. They must be destroyed. They have to be. When you think about it, they have to be brought down. If these people don't get, if Esau don't come up off of his throne that he's sitting on right now as the king of this world, ruling in that power seat of that Babylon power seat, if he doesn't get brought down soon, man, this place can't continue, man. They would destroy the whole planet. They're trying to block the sun. You know how wicked you have to be to even think that thought? And how much more wicked you have to be to actually proceed to go through with that? But yet they call us crazy because we say that this man is the devil. See how ass backwards everything is? We're the bad guys. Do you hate me because I tell you the truth? So again, you have nothing to be envious of when you look at these Hollywood celebrity types. Most of them are extorted, blackmailed. They got handlers. And they're eating the same garbage that you're eating, drinking the same garbage that you're drinking in these plastic bottles, breathing the same garbage. Most of them are on drugs. This is craziness, man. This is craziness. Bio milk is the name of it. Bio milk with a Q. M-I-L-Q. Bio milk. And their website, their slogan reads, "Nutrition of breast milk, practically formula." So they're claiming that this bio milk is just as real as, or is just as nutritious as breast milk. That's their claim. And this is coming from Bill Gates. This is Billy Gates. The one that told you he wanted to get rid of a lot of people by way of the pop shot. He said that on TED Talk years ago. Yeah, man. It's like, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai has to be on the way. He has to be. And because this is why brothers rejoice in these times that we're living in. People be looking at me like I'm crazy. and I realize this now, I didn't understand it, in the beginning, but I understand it now as, I go further in this thing. People look at you like you crazy because it seemed like all hell is breaking loose and you got a peace and a calmness about you. And we get upset too. Don't get it twisted. We get upset too. But there's a peace and a calmness that the Most High, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, He will put on you in these times. When all hell breaks loose, man. And that's why my biggest fear is that the Lord would, take that spirit off me. Because I'm like, man, see, I got a quick temper. And the only thing that was able to curb that temper, man, was the spirit, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. When I came into the knowledge of the truth and I was able to meditate on the Lord, man. Man, I was able to meditate on the Lord. And that kept me, in the way that kept me sane, literally sane. Because I got a hot temper. I got a quick fuse. So for nothing else, man, I'm telling you, a lot of people gonna bug out when this thing really go down, man. When the food shortages really hit, when it hit hard, when hyperinflation really, people are feeling it now, but they're not at that breaking point yet. They can't imagine that it's going to get worse because there's this idea that America is going to get built back up again. That's their inward thought, is that the houses shall continue forever. I know brothers say, man, you get that scripture all the time, but it's the truth. It's not just for Esau. Our people got that same thought that America is going to continue forever. Let me get Psalms 50 and 15. Book of Psalms 50 and 15, it says, and call upon me in the day of trouble. I will deliver thee, and thou shalt glorify me. We got to call on the name of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. A lot of people don't even know the name, but we got to call on that name in our day of trouble, and I will deliver thee. The reason why I put the 727 behind my name is because I had a dream about that number, and then about 2 years later, a miracle happened on July 27th. All right? And the name Zakar means to remember, right? So the 727 means, you know, it's a number for me to remember the deliverance, the miracle that the Lord worked out for me on that day. So I always remember that. All right? Because it says here again, Psalms 50:15, and call upon me in the day of trouble. I will deliver thee, and thou shalt glorify me. But unto the wicked, the Most High Power said, what hast thou to declare my statute, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth, seeing thou hatest instruction and castest my words behind thee? And that's what's happening right now. That's what's going to happen in the very near future. People are going to be calling on God. They're going to be calling on Christ. And I hate even saying that word. They're going to be calling on Jesus. And nobody's going to answer in that day of trouble. You know, I'm hoping and praying that when that time comes, that the Lord will deliver me just like he did before on that date of July 27, 2014. That's my prayer. You know, I'm calling upon him. I'm not calling upon these elites. I don't have my faith in these elites. You know, I want deliverance, man. And that's what we should be striving for. And I believe that sincere brothers are striving for that. You know, the hopeful elect, we are hopeful. You know, hopeful. It means a lot to have that hope, especially in a time of trouble. In Jacob's trouble, you're definitely going to need that hope. You're going to need that faith. You know, we are justified by faith. A lot of people overlook that. A lot of people kind of just, you know, they brush over that and they don't take that into consideration. Faith is a very important thing, man. We're not justified by our own acts. We're not justified because we're so good and we're so righteous. We're wicked as hell. You know, that's why I can't stand these damn preachers in the pulpit talking about they saved, sanctified by the blood of Jesus. And they act like they don't do no wrong. A righteous man falls 7 times, 7 being the number of completion. You know, we make mistakes, but we get back up. the point is, you don't sin on purpose, you know? We're justified by faith. And people talk about the law, the law, the law, the law, the law, keep the law, statutes, and commandments. We are justified by faith. Because you are not keeping the law perfectly. You may have it in your heart, in your spirit, to do it. But sometimes you go off and don't even realize you're going off. And then you'll think about it later and go, oh, shit, damn. I didn't even realize that. You know? It's real, man. It's real. We are justified by faith. We're not justified by Bill Gates' bio milk. You know what I mean? And I'm being funny, but not being funny at the same time. We're not justified through these devices and technology and praise and fame and money and women, especially not women. They're not with you anyway. Truth be told, women go after men that are in the power seat. And who's in the power seat right now? Esau. You jakes aren't in no power seat. Don't let 50 Cent's Power TV series get you thinking that you're in some position of power. 50 Cent can be brought down at any moment. You know? Real talk, man. Real talk. So I just, just had a few words, that was in the news. Again, that's something, one more thing linking this guy, Bill Gates, to another crisis. How's he own all his farmland? He went and bought all his farmland in 2021, and now here we are in 2022, and you have a food shortage coming. How's that? You got these sicknesses, these illnesses to the livestock, and yet he owns this Beyond Meat or whatever it is, whatever it's called that he owns. This plant-based crap. You can tell me, you're going to tell me that this devil isn't orchestrating these crises? Of course he is. Of course he is, man.